Thank you for joining us on our Family First Life Tri-State Serve the People podcast. We appreciate you tuning in, spending your time to develop and grow with us. Follow us, please, on all our social media platforms at Family First Life Tri-State or FFL Tri-State. We love you. Keep listening, and I hope this information is serving you across the country. All right, everybody. Thank you for jumping on with us for our Tri-State Trends podcast. I'm in the booth here with my girl, Lakeysha Martinez. Good to have you in here, part of FFL Winner Circle, and moving closer to the elite producer circle, which I really enjoy. I love talking to you earlier today, learning a little bit about your business. Do me a favor, Lakeysha. Talk to us a little about where you're coming from. Talk to us a little about where you are, and then we'll get into kind of where you're going.
Absolutely. All right. So I reached out to Claude in March of this year, and I was working a W-2 job. I was working for Medicare for a telesales job. And
where is this? Where was this?
For a company called Go Health, and I was working from home.
Okay. No, but I mean from home. Okay.
Yes, I was working from home.
Got it.
And I realized I was their lead top salesperson.
Okay.
But I was getting paid $20 an hour.
Okay.
And barely any commission for Medicare. And I'm like, man, I'm making y'all a lot of money. And I just feel like I'm not getting in there like really sales pushy. And I just felt like I wasn't reaping any benefit. So something in my mind in March said, I'm quitting. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I'm like, I'm about to quit this job. And then something in my head said, reach out to Claude. You know he'll help you. I reached out to him. He answered the phone instantly. And I said, hey, I'm serious about this time around. And I want to actually.
So you had already worked with Claude?
I did. I worked with Claude with a practice company a few years back.
Got it.
Was really successful there. I was on a very low comp, but I didn't know any better. But they helped me get my license, and I thought I was just flourishing. I thought life was great, and didn't know the whole time I was getting ripped off. But I had a very great experience with Claude. So it wasn't Claude wasn't the reason. It was the company that was the reason. And so when I reached out to him, I knew that he always had my best interests. And so as soon as I reached out, he said, well, you already know I help you. He's like, I get my contractor to call you, my people call you, and we get you set up. So I would say my first initial month to actually start doing something, even though it was part-time, was May.
May.
Yeah. And just in May, even
How
though
many
it was
families did you help in May?
In May, I would say I helped about 10.
10 families.
And I was only doing part-time.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's
I helped
pretty.
about 10.
That's pretty. You're like, when you saw that.
Made more than I ever did.
That's crazy.
I
was just about to ask you because I didn't know. I was just about to ask you, because it's all insurance or whatever the practice company was, the working from home deal. It's all insurance. So, still part-time. How many hours would you say that month you put in?
That month, I would say I probably only put in 50 hours that
50.
whole month.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Part-time. So, 12 hours a week.
Yeah. And it was wonderful. It was, just the premium. It was just wonderful seeing my bank account grow. And I was doing less effort, less time, and helping more people.
What do you attribute that to?
I would say the system.
Okay.
Anyone can follow the system. If they're serious about this, that anyone could do this. If I could do this, anyone could do it. It's very simple. You have to have the right mindset about it. But just that part-time, seeing that success part-time, something clicked in June and said, you got to do this full-time. You got to go all in. You can't go back and forth here. Okay. You want to change your life, go all in. You got to do it. Nice. And then every month since then, it has been progressing.
Has gone up. Let's kind of comb through it now.
Okay.
So now we're in June. How many families did you help in June?
In June, oh man, it's easier for me to give you how much I made than how many families?
Yeah.
I would say probably 20.
Okay.
15 to 20.
20, and then July, August. What would you say you averaged there?
August for sure. I helped 30 or more. July, probably floating between 18 to 20.
Okay. So easily progressing from the time you went from part-time to full-time, and now in August you helped 30 families. That's pretty significant. But you said to me earlier there was a big thing you changed, and you were getting your mind right around what?
So the biggest thing I changed is I listen to my upline, and I know that he believes in me. I believe in myself, and what he tells me to do, I do. I don't question it. I just do it because he's where I'm going to go and even go higher.
Nice.
So I started outsourcing far as I start getting help. Like admin help, not trying to build this ship by myself. So I start looking for dollars or places that could help me with my business.
Got it.
And then I'm not scared to invest in myself. So what I also did was I doubled down on my leads. I'm not scared to buy leads anymore.
Anymore?
Yes, I was very scared at first.
Wow.
I didn't even want to drop 500 at first.
That's
and
crazy.
I know. Now, man, I'm definitely over 1,000 like a week.
Okay. So I want to know about that because a lot of people struggle with that at times, you know. So on one hand, you were afraid to drop $500 on leads, and now you're investing $1,000 a week, and you're saying, I'm not afraid to invest in myself. I'm not afraid to invest in leads. And leads are essentially investing in yourself. So how did you get over that? What are some things that you had to overcome to get to where you are right now?
I changed my mindset. I'm really big on personal development. My mentor, Clyde, is big on personal development. So I just started reading more books. I started reading more books, listen to more podcasts. I listen to a podcast every single day. I'm very thankful to be here. I didn't think I would be on a podcast this soon. And
That's awesome.
I worked for it. But when I used to listen to the podcast, which I still do every day, I said, I'm going to be on one day.
There you
and
go.
I spoke it to existence.
Here you are.
Look at it.
Trending with your boy Mark.
Yes. So I do affirmations, and I just realized it dinged on me. If I want to make more money, even though everyone says it on the podcast, if you want to make more money, invest more in your business, invest in yourself. So I'm not scared to $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 because that $1,000 easily going to turn it. I believe I'm in 10x everything that I do.
That's crazy.
More. So if I spend $1,000, I'm going to make for sure 10,000 or more.
That's strong.
That's a belief.
You're making me believe. I'm not trying not to believe it, but I realize I'm not having a choice but to believe it.
Yeah.
But I love that, the conviction, right? Which is very much needed, and like your ability. Now, again, all of this is to go out there and protect families.
Correct.
Right? And put your family in a better position. So when you're looking at, the actual art of what we do, which is get leads, help clients, help our families, how do you view the helping client portion of this?
I love it. It's very fulfilling. That's the favorite part. Yes, I enjoy making lots of money for my family, but being in front of the families and sitting across their table and just they're offering me breakfast, dinner, and they're just so, they love, I don't know, it just seems like all the families I see are just happy to see me.
Nice.
They're very happy to see me. They're happy that I helped them. They're thankful that they needed coverage. And I just love that connection that I experienced, that it just feels so good to help a family. It's amazing.
What is the most gratifying, client situation that you felt? Give me some details around one family that just made you feel like, I can't believe I get to do this.
Okay. Well, I want to backtrack real quick and tell a story about what happened with my practice company when I used to be in one. So my conviction level is high when I used to do it a few years ago with the practice company because I made an appointment with someone and I didn't get to see them before they passed away. And the first time I made an appointment, I was no-showed. And I was like, okay, no big deal. I reached out to them again. They said, come next week. Usually when I got no-showed, I would schedule that same week again. And I just like, oh, they're probably wasting my time. Yeah, I mean, that was the mindset when I was brand new. So I didn't take it too serious. I showed up that following Monday. The lady answered the phone, or not the phone, she answered the door crying, saying he passed away Saturday. Is it too late? And
Wow.
I meant like too late for what?
Right.
And she said for him to get coverage. And I know her mind wasn't completely there,
Right.
but I just felt like I didn't
Wow.
do my job.
Wow.
Everything changed after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's strong.
Yeah.
You know, I'm guilty as charged. We talk about the money a lot. It does change our lives, and it's changed many agents' lives.
Mm-hmm.
But not for the sake of not doing the right thing by people and not helping people, right?
Right.
So even that moment that turned into a crusade for you, or this ability to push past, disappointments and, people being people, right?
Right.
To get them what they need or what they ask for is significant, and obviously you're carrying that with you today.
Yeah, and it's been years.
Mm.
So now every home that I go into, when they give me any resistance, I tell that story.
Mm.
And I believe they feel it. And they realize it. Does everyone realize it? No. But I would say 90% does.
And it makes sense, though, right? I mean, we think about life insurance at times.
Mm-hmm.
We think about a new bill.
Mm-hmm.
We think about I don't get to use it.
Right.
Now everything's changed with living benefits, but typically people are thinking about the death benefit and what they don't get to use.
Yeah.
And then, why would I add another bill to something that I don't get to enjoy? I get to enjoy my TV. I get to enjoy my watch, the shoes that I just bought, the new sweater, the car, the Coca-Cola. I get to drink that right now. I paid $2. I get to drink it right now.
I tell people to get rid of all that.
Mm.
When they try to tell me they don't have any money left over.
Mm-hmm.
I look at their big TV
Yeah.
and say, how much are you paying for internet? I actually had someone switch from Spectrum to Dish to get a policy. Yeah.
That's commitment right there.
Yeah, because it needs to make logical sense. And
Right.
I literally break down the numbers in front of people saying, if you're saying you don't have money now, if she passed away tomorrow, how are you going to have money? You're going to take out a loan?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be stressed on the worst day of your life?
Yeah.
Just make it make sense.
Yeah. But that's the passion of what we do. Like, that's the heart. That's your heart coming out and on display. You should get paid what you get paid, because you're out there protecting families. You're helping people. And a lot of portion of what we do psychologically is, I'm going to try to help you understand how important this is for you, even though you're trying to help me understand how unimportant it is for you. Mm. And I need you to understand, like, if I can do that and I can help you make a good decision for your family, like you said, if you don't have money now, because that's not like, it's an easy, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? What you going to do now? Well, if you don't have it now, then it's going to be way worse if both these incomes aren't here. Mm-hmm. Let's make a sound decision today. Which one of these makes the most sense for you and your family? So I love it. I love where you are. I love where you've gone to very quickly. Your belief level has skyrocketed in 4 months to the tune of 30 families in a month, and it's only going north.
Yeah.
So when you look at the back half of, really the fourth quarter of 2022, what are you thinking?
Oh, definitely protecting 50 to 60 families, if not more, a month. I have to finish the year off that way.
Wow.
There's no other way.
That's bold.
I'm going to.
Even
if I have to do hybrid or whatever I got to do, I'm going to get it done.
I am mad at you. Yo, you are an inspiration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For trending with me today on our Tri-State Trends podcast, Lakeysha Martinez. Thank you so much. FFL Winner Circle. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Mark.
God bless.